Hi everyone, it's Kathy. How are you doing? It's been a while. Yeah. Uh, how do I say that? Due to technical difficulties, I was having a problem with my iPad, and little by little, and then it just seemed to get worse and worse, and I got to the point where it wouldn't help me. It just wouldn't. It worked against me. I couldn't record with it. So I called one of my trusty techs, my grandson. He came over and he helped me with it, and now I think we've got it running again. So what we're going to do today is, I found that I had one package of 8 rolls, crescent rolls, and it's going to make, look, I'm going to say a breakfast treat. Not necessarily breakfast, but a breakfast treat. So we're going to need half cup of sugar, 8 ounces of cream cheese, a small amount of cinnamon sugar, vanilla, and all I have left of my arsenal because of the holidays when I went back to get vanilla in the particular store that I shop at. All they had was imitation, so I got imitation vanilla. We'll see. We'll use it. And a mixing bowl, a Pyrex dish, so we can bake it. So we're going to open our crescent roll. Hopefully, I was going to say hopefully easily, and it just burst. Ooh. Now what we're going to do is, after I get my bearings back, we're going to open it up. Clean hands, of course. I just did dishes, and there's still more to do. You're going to take half of it, and I'm going to put the other half on top of the container. And this is good. This is a very small Pyrex dish, so this is going to work. So we're going to spread it out. Try to close in the seams. Hope everybody's doing well. This doesn't make very much, enough, but it doesn't make very much, and maybe that's just as well, because we really don't need a lot of leftovers on much of anything. Never mind sweets. So then I'm going to open up the softened cream cheese. This is very soft. It's softer than what I usually get it to be. So we're going to take that out of its wrapper. Here. Get down in there. We're going to use 1/2 cup of sugar. I'm going to go a little less. And we're going to go with, I found this recipe under, the different recipes, things you could do with crescent rolls. And there's a couple of different ways of doing this. You can do it with or without eggs. I'm doing it without. 1 teaspoon of vanilla. A teaspoon is a lid full. And we're going to mix that all together. This is so soft. I'm just going to mix it together in a bowl. I'm not going to use an electric mixer on this. Get all our sugar and vanilla mixed in. I'm going to get a spreader or some type of a knife form that I can spread this out evenly. This is good. And we're going to another recipe uses the yolk of 1 egg. So I'm going to do it this way without this time around, and maybe I'll try it another time and use the egg yolk, but for today we're not going to do that. And then what we're going to do is put this down on your 1/2 of crescent roll. That is going to be spread out. On the top of your 1/2. And do this like this. This. See if we can't get, yeah, this works well. Put this out like this. Make sure we get it all out. I see a lot of people on YouTube and have issues with people who don't empty the bowls, and I understand that. Okay, that's pretty empty. Now I'm going to take my spatula, spread this right out to the edges. It's going to be fairly thick. Not having ever done this before, I'm assuming this is the route to go. What could go wrong with cream cheese and sugar and vanilla crescent rolls? I'm going to spread it down on this end. And scrape it off the edge. Now, we're going to open this end up and cover it. This is really soft. Let's go this way. Push it to the edges. Push it to the edges. So you close it up. All the way around. Try to close up your seams the best that you can. And even it out. And that's pretty much it until it's cooked. Now, we're going to do, let's see, what do we got here? We'll follow the directions on the can and just go by that. 375. Approximately 13 minutes. So I'm going to put it in this small oven behind me. This has, it's a Ninja. It has an oven on the top and on the bottom. I've never used the one on the top. Okay. Bottom. Temperature. 375. Time. We'll go with, we'll see what 11 looks like. I think that's what I read, right? 10 to 13. We'll go with 11. Now it's preheating. And then the only thing I have left is my cinnamon sugar. With that, I used about a quarter cup of sugar and about maybe a tablespoon or a little bit more of cinnamon. And when you're finished, you just lightly, cover the top with it, let it cool for a few minutes, and then see what we have. So, how's everybody doing? Is it cold where you were? We were about 18 or 20 degrees. I don't know, we may be a little bit warmer now. It is maybe an inch and a half, maybe, of snow we got yesterday. There wasn't supposed to be any accumulation, but that's next to no accumulation. And it started late in the afternoon and went until after, of course it gets dark early, but until a while after it got dark. So I didn't, nobody paid any attention because it does get dark so early until this morning and look and see how much it was. And it was okay. It's just warm enough now where it's actually, the roads were clear from what I could see from where my vantage point is, but the driveway is about halfway cleared now, and it's a little after 11. And then we're supposed to get some more, I think Sunday into Monday, but it's kind of iffy, because they always say certain areas are going to get this much or that much, and so far, knock wood, we haven't been, they'll say, like yesterday, we weren't supposed to get any. Well, like I said, we got a little more than a dusting. Enough to be annoying. Enough to be muddy. And Sunday into Monday is supposed to be, I think, a few inches. We'll see. Again, you just don't know. Keeping myself and everybody up to date on what was happening. I remember telling you that I had a car accident. I was rear-ended about 4 miles from where I live, and I wasn't seriously hurt. I did get neck pain, which is enough in itself, and shoulder pain, and they took me to the hospital in an ambulance. I didn't stay there. It was, like a 4-hour thing. A little bit longer than Gilligan. And came back, and the doctor's office called me and said they got a notice from the hospital, and then I needed to go in and see them, and I went in and saw them, and then they said that they thought it would be best if I got physical therapy, so I agreed, and I went, I think I've had 4 sessions of physical therapy. And that's going to end up coming to an end because I have my knee surgery Wednesday the 29th. I'll be glad to get that over with, but I'm not really looking forward to it either, as I'm sure you can imagine. So I've been hearing back and forth from insurance companies, my insurance company, not the other person's. I don't even know who that is. I mean, the insurance company, I know who the person is. And I had a lease car. I used it for 15 months out of 3 years lease. And as it turns out, because of New York State no fault, I'm responsible to pay off the lease. Even though it wasn't my fault. They say no fault, but to me, when you're rear-ended, it's not your fault. So I have to pay off the lease. I have to, I have to pay a deductible. I lose the down payment that I had to pay, which, I mean, I don't expect to get would have expected to get the whole thing back, but I would have thought maybe it would have been prorated. Not in New York State. So that's where I stand. Fortunately, I wasn't seriously hurt, and from what I understand, I saw the other woman get out of her car and walk around, so I'm assuming that she's okay too. Praise to God, hopefully she is. So, now I have another car, but I don't have a car that I can transport Brady, our golden doodle, and he desperately needs a bath and a grooming, and he needs his nails clipped, and it'll probably be hopefully it'll be only in like another week or so when that happens, and everything will be cleared up, and I will have another car through whatever avenue I decide to go, and I'll have to get one, of course, like a small SUV or something big enough that I can transport him back and forth. But he doesn't know the difference. He doesn't care. It's the household that says he needs a bath. And it's funny because I was watching something on television last night called, I think it's Love It or List It. It's on HGTV, and the woman and her husband, who were potentially moving out of their house, said they wouldn't move into a house without a mudroom with a dog shower. I thought, really? I didn't know they did that. I thought we use the garden hose. The dog loves the garden hose. When I'm watering plants, he makes it a point to run around and underneath the hose so that he can get wet, and he just loves it. But I guess that's what they do nowadays. Let's see what we're doing here. Oh, it's coming. We have about 6 minutes left on it, and then we'll be done. That's the problem with my editing disabilities. I need to find out. I need to get some instruction on how to edit, because you don't get to see sometimes, unless I'm making something that doesn't have to be cooked, you're not getting to see the final analysis of what gets cooked. So that's why I spend some time just sitting here and we're chatting, so that we can wait for this. And this wasn't too long, so we'll be able to get this done. And I actually did get my finally Christmas decorations down. I haven't gotten them taken out of the house yet, but I did get them taken down. And I had a red and white, and it was red and white ribbon with red polka dot ribbon, so it's 3 different types of ribbon on the front door. I took it down and I said, what am I going to do with the, I don't have a wreath or anything for the front door. And then I thought, and I said, oh, February's coming up. That was red and white and red with polka dots. So I went back and got it, put it back up on the door, and said, no, I'm good until after Valentine's Day, so I'll leave that there until the 1st of March and then put something up for spring. You gotta do what you gotta do, right? Oh, it smells really good. We're down to 4 3/4 minutes now. Um, the difference between, like, it seems like forever, the difference between January and March. It never does between like November and January because of Thanksgiving and gift buying and shopping and, you know, different chores you need to do and cleaning your house to get ready for the holidays. And then when January comes, I don't know about you, but unless it's a nice day, I don't really feel like cleaning. If the sun is shining and the sky is even reasonably blue, I'm good. I'm okay. At least I'll get 3 or 4 not major things done, but, you know, I'll get floors and vacuuming and dusting and things like that done. But otherwise, if the weather isn't that great, you just don't feel like doing it. How about you? Are you the same way? Yeah. And nobody really goes that many places after the holiday. I go to lunch with my sisters-in-law every couple of months, and I have a friend that I go to lunch with, and other than that, we pretty much stay inside, other than, you know, running errands, like if you have to go to the bank or pick up prescriptions, which seems like we do a lot. You're stuck in the house. But I guess, I mean, I know it's not just the same for me, it's for everybody, but it just seems like you would think that at my age I'd be used to waiting or anticipating, and it doesn't get any better. All I keep thinking about is my brother and sister are in Florida, and they say they're getting some unseasonably cold weather for them, but it's still more like spring in the winter down there than it is like spring ever here, that's for sure. Oh, we're almost done. Let me see what we got here. Oh, it still needs to be browned on the top. So I think what I'll do is I'm going to let you go so you don't have to sit through this. I am going to say goodbye. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you for being patient with me with these videos, and please give me your thumbs up. It helps my channel tremendously. It's been, I think, like, I don't know how long I've been doing this now, probably over 1.5 years. And thank you so much. I really, really do appreciate and enjoy doing this, and I hope that you enjoy watching it. So until I see you again, and I will save a piece of this to show to you, show you how it came out, and I'll discuss what it tasted like. But have a great day, and I will see you soon.